Sean, Katie, Sean. So, why have I got such a cough? Yeah, right, so.
Might have got it from me, I've had a cough.
Oh, brilliant.
You're welcome.
So, we have reacted to a bunch of video game trailers.
Mm-hmm.
This is another series,
Okay.
right? And it's the Batman series.
Okay, so these are already out?
Yep.
Okay.
Made by a company called Rocksteady.
Mm-hmm.
All but one. Very, very good video game company, Rocksteady. Generally beloved. People do love these games.
Okay.
And it's called the Arkham series.
Right.
4 games, 3 made by Rocksteady. The other one I don't think was made by Rocksteady. I don't actually even think that it's related, although it probably is. And what's great about them is they took the voice actors from the animated series, the one that everyone loves, you know, Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill, all voice, and they used all them. They're all in it. So yeah, let's watch. The first one's called Batman Arkham Asylum. Yeah. Right. Hit F9.
Oh, Batman. Have I watched you play this before?
I don't know. I might have. Does it look familiar?
A little bit, yeah. Just him doing the eye vision, yeah.
Yeah, look, you can hang upside down. Awesome laugh. Mark Hamill's got a ridiculously good laugh.
You had to spoil everything, didn't you? It's over, Joker.
Oh, Kevin Conroy, we miss you.
Do you really think you can win?
Oh.
Oh, a little bad.
Yeah. You know, it's actually crazy that how little that trailer shows you. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like I might have watched you play that. I've definitely watched you play a Batman game before.
Right, Xbox 360. We play I played on the PlayStation.
There's one of them where the with Scarecrow, isn't it?
Scarecrow is in
Where he makes
all of them.
Oh.
Is he in all of them? He might not be in the second one. I don't think it's in the Origins either, but he's at least he's in this one and he's in Arkham, one of the other ones as well. Brilliant games. So I don't know if this is true or not, but I think this is actually meant to be a continuation of the animated series,
Right.
because all of the games essentially focus on Batman's relationship with the Joker, and obviously Mark Hamill voicing. So it's awesome. But what's great about it is that it's not just Batman and the Joker. Those aren't the only characters. You interact with tons of villains across all the games.
Like Harley Quinn and Scarecrow,
Bane.
Poison Ivy. Looks
Have
good.
you any idea what the story could be about?
I assume it's Arkham Asylum. They've taken back Arkham Asylum.
Who?
Joker. And his team. Are they all working together?
Yeah, so it's it's open world.
Okay.
The first one is, I say open world, It's like an open map. You can go wherever you want, but it's just Arkham Asylum.
Right.
And yeah, Joker basically organises an escape. He has a great plan, all figured out, and Batman has to stop him. It involves a bunch of other characters. It all takes place over the course of one night. It's pretty crazy, yeah.
When did this come out?
Oh, years and years ago.
Xbox 360, so it must have been.
Years ago. But it's still loved. Still a great game. Yeah, that's all you really need to know about that one. So I'll show you the next one.
Okay.
Play it now. This is the second one.
So it's just like bigger. Instead of Arkham Asylum, it's Arkham.
How does it feel, Wayne, to stand on the very stones that ran your parents' blood? Do you feel sad? Full of rage? Or does that outfit help bury your feelings, hiding your true self?
You've become what you've always fought against, and I will stop you.
I have powerful friends, Batman.
This is just the beginning.
Why do you work alone, Batman? I believe you enjoy the loneliness.
I assumed that you thought yourself untouchable.
Looks like Batman himself is exiting the building. Mayday!
Well, as you can see, no one is untouchable.
You know who that is?
I thought it was Bane originally.
We are the future of
Not Two-Face.
If you solve the room ahead,
Riddler.
you save them.
Who was that?
Then they
The
die.
big one?
Solomon Grundy.
You must show you are
That's
willing
Bane.
to take a life to save the world.
You
Any
cannot
idea?
stop me. Soon I will command forces beyond your comprehension.
Are you gonna be a good boy and give up nicely?
What's that one going? Mr. Freeze?
Mm-hmm.
Poison Ivy, Catwoman. Was that Robin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
So yeah, they turned it up massively for the second game. The second game, if you asked most people, is the best one.
We want you, so it's like there.
Yeah.
I think.
You encounter so many villains in this one.
Yeah. So it is literally just a bigger scale of
Yep.
the last
So basically what happens is, after the Arkham Asylum incident, Hugo Strange, who's the guy with the glasses, the bald guy, you see, the one who's talking to him.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything funny about when he started talking to him? He said, "Does this feel strange, Wayne?
Yeah.
Or does that suit help you?"
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought maybe at first it was Alfred.
Hugo Strange.
Yeah, but because he knew like Wayne, like Bruce Wayne, but then obviously that's not Alfred.
Yeah. So one of the things is that Hugo Strange knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
So he has to stop him. And is that why the last says that you have to be prepared to like?
Take a life.
Yeah.
Do you know who that was that said that to him?
Was it Catwoman? I said it. No.
It was
Who?
Talia al Ghul.
Al Ghul.
Two and two together.
Am I thinking of the right person? Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Raish in this, but Ra's al Ghul.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't want to sound like an idiot there, but
Yeah,
I'm
it's
glad
his
that worked
daughter.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm glad that worked out the way I was hoping.
She's not actually talking about Hugo Strange in that in that bit. She's not actually talking about Hugo Strange there.
Oh.
She's talking about someone else.
Joker.
Yeah.
I assume so.
So yeah, basically what happens is Hugo Strange cordons off a big chunk of Gotham and turns it into a big prison. But it's kind of like, it's not a prison as in conventional prison, it's just a part of the city that's walled off. And all the criminals just essentially run riot in that part of the city. Bruce Wayne lobbies to have it all shut down, gets kidnapped, gets thrown in as well. But that's all part of his ruse so that he can go in as Batman.
Right, okay. And do they not find that a bit strange that he gets let in and Batman turns up?
No, because there's loads of wanted posters all over. All the criminals just assume he's gone into hiding.
Right.
But there's also another villain who kind of makes it weird. Hush.
Hush.
You know who Hush is? Thomas Elliot? Is it Thomas Elliot? Something like that. Where he's a plastic surgeon who kills loads of people, takes bits of their faces and turns his face into Bruce Wayne's face.
Oh.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So you meet...
I'm sure you've told me about the Hush comic.
Oh yeah, it's a brilliant comic. So yeah, you meet the Penguin, Mr. Freeze.
That's so crazy.
That's one of the hardest fights in the game.
Maybe that's just because I'm so used to like the movie Mr. Freeze, so I'm just not used to him.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Oh, he's much cooler than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't worry. Yeah, that's Talia al Ghul. Do you know the crap with Talia? So Raish Raz, I'm going to call him Raish because he's called Raish in the game. Raish al Ghul is the leader of the League of Assassins, the Demon's Head as he's called, and it's prophesied that Batman will take his place as the leader of the whole thing.
Okay.
And Talia will rule by his side because she's Raish's daughter. Because obviously Raish uses, in the comics, he uses something called the Lazarus Pit to raise himself from the dead, so he's about 600 years old. And so there's a sort of on-off relationship there. They do kind of love each other, but there is also a relationship with Catwoman, sort of, as there always is with Batman. You know, a man dresses like a bat, of course, he's going to get all the women. So yeah, there's Catwoman.
Are they two versus men, I assume?
They are, yep. Trying to find all the other villains for you.
I didn't see Scarecrow.
Didn't see Scarecrow.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think Scarecrow's in this one. Oh, if he is, it's his bonus content. So yeah, that is Solomon Grundy. That's another cool fight. That's Solomon Grundy, the guy who can't die.
So you just got to knock him out?
Well, I think you rip out part of his chest.
Yeah.
But he's a zombie, he can't die.
Yeah.
That's awesome. A lot of people really, really love this game. But because Hugo, do you know who that is? If I told you that Sean Gunn played him in the most recent Suicide Squad.
Sean Gunn played him. I thought he played the Weasel.
Played the Weasel, but he also played him. It's the Calendar Man.
The Calendar Man. Right, well, because of all the calendar dates.
He murders people on certain dates.
It was in Suicide Squad. Was he?
He had the months tattooed on his head. He's not a main character. He's just
was
there.
He just one in the
Yeah, he's just there.
I don't need to care about this man then, because he's called the Calendar Man.
Well, believe it or not, that's one of the hardest trophies or achievements that you can get, is that you've got to have 12 murderous dates with Calendar Man. As in, you've got to go and talk to Calendar Man on different dates.
If I ever became like an evil villain, I would like honestly kill myself if I was called the Calendar Man.
He's actually quite a cool villain.
Pathetic name. I know it's just the name. The Calendar Man.
So yeah, the Joker is in it. That's Solomon Grundy again. That's Batman now. You can see how big he is. It's quite impressive. Two-Face, obviously. Riddler, who you mentioned. And Bane. Talia, and that's about it. So yeah, so what's interesting is that Hugo Strange also is in charge of essentially all of the guards inside Arkham City. So you're fighting not only the criminals, but you're also fighting the guards.
Right.
And you're also fighting Raish's assassins as well. You're pretty much fighting everyone.
Yeah, it seems a bit unfair.
But what's great about this game is that there's about 3 plot points all happening at the same time. and then it's actually all connected. And every time you meet a villain, it never at any point feels forced.
Okay.
It's just a great game, like a really great game. And it's filled with again great voice actors. Mark Hamill's in it again. It's brilliant. It's got one of the biggest plot twists as well in most games. It's got one of those plot twists that you just did not see coming at all. This is another one of them game series. I might have to get you to play it because I think you'd actually love this game. Love these games. They're quite tragic in their own right as well. I think you would cry.
Robin dies.
No.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the plot twist would be. Robin dies.
Do you think you can tell which version of Robin that is? Do you know the versions of Robin? There's the penguin.
Vaguely.
If I don't
Penguin.
I don't even think I can find him. Where was he?
He was further along, I think, wasn't he?
Was he? Ben. You don't really use Robin in this game. Like, you see him briefly, but it's not really important. He's around. He's around here, isn't he? Oh my god, that's going to be impossible.
Go on, you can do it.
Oh.
There he is.
Yep, any idea? If you had to guess off the costume? Do you know the different Robins?
Nightwing. Was that one of the Robins? No. No.
Well, no, because his name's
No.
Nightwing.
I know. But I thought he became Did he not become...
He was the original Robin.
Right. So
Do you know what his name was? When I say do you know which Robin it is, I mean the names.
Oh, okay. Well,
There's at least 5 Robins. If you go off the majority, Nightwing, who you're talking about, who's the first Robin, is Dick Grayson.
yeah. I
You
knew
must-
Dick
you know-
I knew Dick Grayson.
You know Dick Grayson. The second one after him. No.
I know doesn't Damian Wayne become a Robin?
Well, the 6th. Yeah, the 6th then. Yeah. But Damien's, he's not in these games.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
Is that going to be the thing where I kick myself?
Yeah. The second one after Dick Grayson tends to be Jason Todd.
Yeah, I don't know who Jason.
You know who Jason Todd is? Do you know who he is? Why do you know who he is?
Because I remember you telling me. Jason Todd, but was he not in something? Maybe it was something that I just saw.
I don't know. Do you know why Jason Todd's the famous one?
Why?
Because he wasn't very popular in the comics, so they decided to kill him. The Joker kills him in quite a brutal way, actually.
I think you must have told me that.
Beats him to death and then blows him up.
Was it not? Because there was theories, wasn't there, about him being Joker, was it? When Suicide Squad was coming out, the first one.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, he's actually Jason Todd.
Yeah.
That was where I heard it.
Yeah.
And I looked into it and I was like, well, that doesn't make sense, but...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jason
yeah,
Todd,
it's true,
yeah.
yeah. Then when Jason dies, it tends to either be Damian Wayne, because Damian Wayne, in case you didn't know, is the son of Batman and Talia al Ghul.
Right.
So he's brought up...
He's the grandson of... I know he's the grandson of Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. So he's brought up for about 10 years with the League of Assassins before he's given to Bruce and becomes Robin.
Yeah.
But the other one after that tends to be...
This one. Who was this one?
Who is...
No.
I've named the majority of them. Tim Drake.
Oh, I didn't know who that was.
He tends to be the last Robin.
Okay.
There is a version of Robin who works with him when he becomes the Dark Knight Returns version of Batman, where he's like older and, you know,
Okay.
that one's a girl. I can't remember her name though. But Tim Drake tends to be the last one that most people stop at. So this is deep in this is deep into Batman's
There's
career.
a question mark on the building behind them.
Oh yeah, so don't get started on that. So you know how a lot of games have collectibles.
Is that a collectible?
The Riddler trophies are the collectibles. As the maps get bigger, and the map for Arkham City is bigger than the one for Arkham Asylum, the amount of Riddler trophies is ridiculous. There's something like 400.
And what is just the question mark thing?
Well, that'll be a puzzle. What you'll do is you'll throw a batarang at the dot, and that'll activate the puzzle that you've got to figure out because it's the Riddler, no puzzles. But the other thing that's actually quite good, and I would prefer it if they got rid of the trophies and just kept these in, is that they leave little things laid around, and then it gives you a riddle that you have to answer, and you scan the thing that they've left around, and that's like the answer to the riddle. So like one of them, something like something something something. It's a bad day to be a Wayne, and in the background of the map you see Wayne Tower, and so you zoom in on Wayne Tower and you take a picture of Wayne Tower, and that's the answer to the riddle. Things like that. The Riddler trophies are just annoying, like so annoying. So yeah, this is deep into Batman's career because Tim Drake is what, the third, if you don't count Damian Wayne. I don't think Damian Wayne's in this universe. Great game though. If you ask most people would say this is the best one. I always preferred Arkham Asylum. I just like Arkham Asylum. I think it's cool. But let's move on to the third and final in this trilogy. Play now. Arkham Knight. This is a great game.
It's not night as in night time, it's night as in
Knight.
yeah.
Everyone was there.
Quinn.
Scarecrow said he had a
Hello.
plan. That together we
Scarecrow.
could take you out. And Gotham would be ours.
Over my dead body.
Oh, he didn't know his
Poison
name.
I
Ivy.
believe that was the idea.
Scarecrow's beefed up. In case you didn't notice.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I have messages for you all. To the vandals who stayed behind to pick the still warm flesh from Gotham's bones. Have you thought?
Face.
You are under my protection.
God, they probably like do
To
the
the
penguin.
cowards
Probably
quaking
do like
behind
the.
the police department's walls. You
Oh, is
will
that
not be
penguin?
spared. And to Batman, I have already won.
Have you indeed? Is there any notable exceptions? I was gonna. No, okay, I ruined it.
Your city with a vial of toxin and a few
There's no Batmobile in the trailers.
That's how little the
Can
safety
you
you
Batmobile?
provided was worth.
Okay.
I suppose maybe there's no room for the Batmobile in the other ones.
When Gotham lies in ruin and I turn my gaze to the world beyond, the legend of the Batman will be worth nothing at all.
Oh God, it looks a bit like creepy. Didn't see the Joker.
No, you didn't. Any ideas why?
Is he dead?
Maybe.
I don't know. That was just the first thing that came to mind.
That shows your mind more than anything else. It's very morbid.
Oh, Wayne Tower's right next to the bat symbol. Poetic, some might say.
Look at the state of the Scarecrow there. He's awesome. He's awesome in this game. Gets massively beefed up in this game. So why do you think it's called the Arkham Knight?
Because he's the Dark Knight,
Mm-hmm.
and Arkham Scarecrow's the Arkham Knight.
Nope.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. I thought I was being clever there.
Well, you were nearly almost clever.
But is it? So he's Dark Knight.
Yep.
So it's Arkham, the place. They're there. No, maybe.
No. So in this game, I'm trying to find it. Sorry. There's only one frame.
Yes, whom is the man that busted out the window?
That there, Katie. That is the Arkham Knight.
Oh, is he meant to be like the Batman?
Bad guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's all about figuring out who he is. When this game came out, there was a lot of discussion about who the Arkham Knight was.
Right.
I'll be perfectly honest, I guessed it straight away. And I'm not bragging to people, my friends will confirm. I guessed who the Arkham Knight was straight away.
Do you know that based on the other games?
Yep.
So something you learned about the other game. Is that what the plot twist is?
No.
So the other games tells you who this is?
Yep. Well, sort of. It tells you more in this game who he is.
Is he Robin? I don't know.
That's a bit sad.
I don't know.
So basically, the plot of this game is Scarecrow rounded up the majority of the villains.
Okay, except the Joker.
Except the Joker, because
he's dead.
Because he's dead.
Well, is he dead? Is he?
I don't know. Maybe you play it and find out.
You're meant to be telling me things.
So what happens is he rounds all the villains up into a team meeting and says, first we take Gotham, then we take Batman.
Gotham is mine, it says in the quotations.
And does a big team effort like that strike you as something that the Joker would want to be a part of?
No.
No? Interesting.
Maybe. Do they kill the Joker? But Harley Quinn's there.
Harley Quinn's there. And she does have an off and on relationship with the Joker.
Yes.
So she's not.
But I guess it would make sense if they wanted to kill the Joker, because the Joker doesn't want to kill Batman.
Yeah.
So
basically, what Scarecrow does is he threatens to unleash a horrific cloud of gas on Gotham that'll just destroy it. So everyone just up and leaves.
Oh.
The few that are left hide, hope. That's all they do. And they're left with only one man to protect them. The Batman.
Did you say it like that? That felt like you were doing a bit of a...
Yeah, I was advertising.
Yeah. I felt like you were doing a bit of an impression.
Yeah.
Of, what was it called? Gary Oldman.
So...
What he said.
A silent protector. Vengeful guardian.
What were you saying? But that's not a train of thought because of Gary Oldman.
So yeah, with this one's by far the biggest. So generally, in the other games, you can traverse across the map quite quickly by flying. When I say fly, I mean falling with style. You use your grapple gun and your cape to sort of. In this one, you needed the Batmobile.
Is it just like the whole of Gotham?
Yeah.
So it goes from Arkham Asylum to Arkham City, which
one
is just
section of Gotham.
And now it's just the entirety of Gotham. So they really are just up and.
Yep.
Was there just loads of trophies in this one as well?
Oh, that's ridiculous! One of the most ridiculous amount of trophies. I've been trying to platinum them.
You must play the game just as it was intended, and then you go through and you just try and get all the trophies and all the achievements.
Yeah.
But that must just take forever.
Yeah, it does, and it kills me every time. So with this one is probably the best at showing you all the various relationships.
Okay.
Because you see more of Robin in this, Tim Drake. You see more of Nightwing in this, because Nightwing comes to Gotham to help. You see how he reacts with all the other villains, because all the other villains have got like certain things that you've got to do, like Two-Face is attacking all the banks, so you've got to stop him robbing banks before you take him out. Riddler again with his trophies. God, I hate that villain so much. He's probably the worst villain out of all of them. Then obviously there's the Scarecrow. You also have Firefly. Oh, that was the one you couldn't name. Floyd Lawton.
I didn't recognise him.
Firefly. Poison Ivy's in it. Harley Quinn's in it. Who else is in it? I don't think Bane's in it. But
Penguin.
Generally Penguin. Yeah, Penguin. Who else? There's another one. I'm forgetting. Yeah, doesn't matter. But it's just massive. Absolutely massive. The game's much longer than the other ones as well. But it's awesome. Okay. So yeah, the Arkham Knight is the bad guy. One would argue that he's not the main bad guy. The main bad guy is probably most definitely the Scarecrow.
Okay.
But it's important to the story who the Arkham Knight is.
A calendar man.
Yeah, he is. How did you guess? How did you guess?
Because he got sick of his stupid name.
Yeah. So I'm not going to tell you who they are, but when this game first came out, there was 3 candidates for who the Arkham Knight was.
But you had to have played the other games to know. Oh, stupid man, how am I supposed to know now?
Believe it or not, I've already given you all the clues.
Hush. I don't know.
Oh, Hush is actually in the game.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. But with this, you're
giving me all the clues.
Yeah. I'm like the Riddler.
What clues have you given me?
What was I going to say? You do visit Wayne Tower. Focus.
He's the Joker.
You do see Wayne Tower in this. You see people like Lucius Fox, Alfred, Robin, Nightwing. You see GCPD a lot more. You see Oracle.
He's Jason Todd.
Firefly.
No. the Arkham Knight. Is that why everyone was like, oh, it has to be Jason Todd because it's already happened before?
Who knows?
Dun, dun, dun.
Who else to see? You see Jim Gordon. You see the Oracle. Barbara Gordon, who... Do you know who Barbara Gordon is? Do you know why she's quite a sad story?
Did she die?
No. Worse. Worse, well, depends on how bleak you are, I suppose, depends. In her story, she becomes Batwoman.
Oh.
She becomes Batwoman for a while. Joker figures out who she is.
Murders her.
No. Shoots her. Paralyzes her. In the original story, he rapes her as well.
Oh.
Not very nice. It does it in the game, because you do get a bit of a flashback. But then she goes on to become the Oracle, sort of the eye in the sky for Batman. And you see her in it, she's in it. Quite a lot of stuff. It's a big game. Massive game. I might have to play this one now as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'll show you this last one. This is actually the longest trailer. So this one I don't think was made by Rocksteady, and initially they said it wasn't part of the canon, but they do make reference to this game in the other games, so it's kind of is. It's different voice actors as well. It's not Kevin Conroy, it's not Mark Hamill. It's actually Troy Baker. Do you know who Troy Baker is?
Potentially. Who is he?
He was the original voice for Joel in The Last of Us. No.
I've never played that.
He's a really famous voice actor.
Okay.
People, the majority of the internet loves him.
Okay.
He's one of the internet's
And I must
ones.
apologise to the internet for not knowing who this man is.
So this one's called Arkham Origins.
Okay.
Play it now.
So this come out first?
No.
This came out after all them three?
I think it came out between Arkham City and Arkham Knight.
Oh.
Different studio though, I think. It's going to show us who the studio was? No. This is actually the longest trailer. It's also... There's a reason for that, because it's pretty awesome.
Some hooligans.
Yeah, Frank, you check that breaker.
There's only one man that likes it that dark. Oh dear me, he put it in his gob. Oh, he came through the floor. How did he get in the floor?
Because he's awesome.
Just knotted the hell out of him.
Does Batman need another reason apart from being awesome?
I just need a bit extra. It's a bomb. Go, Batman.
Batman, of course he's extra. Look at what he's wearing.
It's a ploy.
Like you got my invitation. Just you and me. Come on!
You're not naming the villains as much in this one. It's told you at least two.
It showed you two?
Oh, this is one.
So, yeah. I don't know who this is though. who's the second one that we've seen? One of the masked guys.
Yeah, what colour was the mask?
Black.
Black Mask? Never heard of him? No? Black Mask? Like the villain, the Black Mask? And you know who that is. Deathstroke? Look how epic everything is. He's essentially the Batman of the assassin world.
Not so fast, Deathstroke. He's my kill.
Oh.
You know who that was?
Is that the person Will Smith plays?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Deadshot.
Yeah.
Yep. Floyd Lawton.
Impressive.
Oh, he's very impressive.
In this.
In the majority of versions of him.
No. And next time, keep your other assassins out of my way.
You had your shot, Deathstroke. But you're not the only assassin in town. And the night is young.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Black Mask. In case you didn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Roman Sionis.
Oh. That wasn't very nice. It's crazy how everyone's always like, oh, we killed Batman. You'd think at that you would just get to a point where you'd just be like, why would you even bother?
Yeah, why try? Because you can't do it. So any ideas when this is set?
Before the first one.
Yep.
Because it's Origins.
Yep. So this is about a year or two into his time as Batman. Still kind of figuring out who he is.
Oh, so it's like early day, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just set before the first one. I didn't realise it was that early.
Generally with Black Mask, generally is a marker for the earlier days of Batman. Roman Sionis is quite an early Batman villain in most cases. So things like his relationship with Jim Gordon hasn't quite figured that out yet. You know, the JCPD really dislike him and he dislikes them because he knows how corrupt they are. But through the course of the game, he does start to understand who the cop he can trust is. Plot? Any ideas on the plot?
There's a group of assassins and he's going to take them down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Believe it or not, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, did you figure out what day it was? All the games take place over the course of one night.
Christmas
Day. Yep.
That'd be really depressing, wouldn't it, working on Christmas?
Well, it's Bruce Wayne, he's led a depressing life.
Yeah.
What's
that looks like an eye there in the ear.
What?
Can you see that?
No. No.
Looks like an eye.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like one of those things, you know, like the stereotypical like therapy things where they're like it's like a blob and they're like,
The
what do you
Rorschach
see?
test. Yeah.
I see an eye.
In the ear.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're dyslexic. Are you dyslexic?
In the... No.
No, that's an ear. I know,
Yes.
I'm joking. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, I can see an eye. I thought that was like symbolism or something.
No.
Oh, fine,
So, anyway, a year or two into Batman's career, he has been getting on Roman Sionis' nerves. To put it simply, Roman Sionis is the big gangster.
Mm-hmm.
So Roman Sionis hires 10 assassins. I think it's something like $1 million or $10 million to bring in the Batman's head. You only saw 2 of them there. You saw Deathstroke and
And
Deadshot.
they're sort of like the lesser talked about villains. Because it's always the Joker, the Penguin.
So that was actually one of the critiques. Quite a lot of people didn't like the fact that the majority of the Arkham games were pretty much all about the Joker.
Yeah.
People didn't like that.
Because he has other people.
Batman arguably has the best rogues gallery of any superhero. But in this one you do run across a few villains. Not tons of them. But you do meet a few. Like Bane. Bane's one of the assassins.
Right.
But it's not Bane from the other games, like big
Not
deformed
like
Bane.
Big
He kind of loses his mind trying to kill Batman.
Right. So is that like the origin of Bane? Does he become like the bigger Bane?
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, it's kind of like this game leaves it open to go, well, it does kind of tie in, but they never officially said this ties into those games.
Right.
I can't remember who the other ones are. Firefly is one of them. Firefly is one of the assassins. There's a guy called the Electrocutioner.
I wonder what he does.
Who is more of a meme than anything else. Yes. Sorry. Gotta hope the mic didn't pick that up.
Why did you do it now?
I know, we
have to sit here.
We're nearly finished, don't worry. I'm trying to think. No, I'm trying to think. The Riddler is in it, but he's not called the Riddler. He's called Enigma. As in Enigma. Edward Nigma, his name. In case you didn't know that. And he has his ridiculous trophies again. But yeah, it's okay. This one's regarded as the worst of the 4.
Right. Is it bad though? Is it?
It's
or
not.
Is it just not the same
it's
standard?
not bad. It's just not. It's not up to the other 3. I would say it's about a 6. The other 3 don't go any lower than an 8. If you're being stingy, you would give one of them an 8, but the rest of them, it's arguably probably one of the better trilogies of all time.
Okay.
But I enjoy them. Maybe we make you play them. Just add it to the list. Every trailer I've shown you.
Every single game trailer you've said, oh, we'll play them.
This one I actually think you could play really well.
Thank you for that.
Not on New Game Plus because that's impossible. But you could probably, I think you could get away with playing this game.
You know what? It's such a thing as backhanded compliments, and that was just one of them.
Yeah, I know.
You could get
You might be alright. You might be alright.
You could get away with it
because you do this. You go
because I panic.
Exactly, and you can't panic when you're the Batman. You need to be focused.
I can't help it. I get so immersed, which is probably a good thing, because I get immersed in the world and in the game, and I get intense.
I promise you, at some point we will figure out, because it's me. I need to figure out how. I need to rearrange my computer and my PlayStation and everything. Because once I've done that, we'll be able to have you playing games. We might stream them.
It's going to take such a long time for me to ever get through a game series like that.
No, I don't think it will. Arkham Asylum's only about 6 hours long. That's 2 sittings. 3 sittings, sorry. Arkham City is a bit bigger. Arkham Knight definitely is a lot bigger. This one is actually the shortest one as far as I know. I think this one you can get done in about 4 hours.
Had the longest trailer, but was the shortest game.
Because a lot of people were excited about the fight with Deathstroke. Because you would think, essentially the Batman of the Assassin world and Batman. It's kind of, that should be awesome. But it's kind of not. The fight with Deathstroke's a bit of a letdown.
Oh, so just use that for marketing. Just use it for marketing.
No, he is in it, and he is cool, but the fight didn't live up to what this trailer showed you it could be. But, yeah, maybe we get you to play them. Anyway, let us know what you think. Should Katie play the Arkham series? We'll probably miss Origins. I don't think you would have to play Origins. You could definitely play the other 3, though. I think a lot of people would enjoy seeing you. Especially Arkham City, where the big plot twists are. I think people would enjoy you see them.
I know, but people would get frustrated with me. I get frustrated with myself when I play video games.
There is one boss fight that I think you would really dislike.
Because I wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, a lot of people struggle with it.
so I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
It would be a Sean.
On a normal difficulty, you can do it. But one of the achievements for Batman Arkham City is New Game Plus, where any hints are gone. Whereas, say when you're playing the game, if someone's about to punch you, you get a hint that they're going to punch you, so you can block them. All things like that are gone in New Game Plus. You probably even... I would like to see you guess as to which boss fight you think that would be. That would be really hard.
And which one?
Arkham City. Second one. It's probably the hardest boss fight in any of the games.
I'm trying to remember who was in the Arkham City one. I'm sure you said that was a really hard boss fight. Was not the Git Man.
The Git Man.
I know who I was talking about.
Mr. Freeze.
Oh, you did say that for Mr. Freeze. I was thinking you the other one. The big one that I thought was Bane.
Oh, Solomon Grundy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Solomon Grundy's actually quite an easy fight.
How did you not get it from that?
Because you said the Git Man.
He's bald. That's what that is. That's bald. Big. And he's got the things.
The majority of Batman's villains are quite big.
No, but he's bald. And he's got the things. That's what this was. The things and the lines.
No, it's Mr. Freeze. Because Mr. Freeze figures out your strategies as you do them. So you can attack him once, but then you can't use that strategy again. You have to come at him from different ways. And it's really hard. In the New Game Plus, where you don't get any hints, it's really hard. You have to be pure Batman in that boss fight. But we won't make you do New Game Plus.
That won't help.
It will. You play it on normal difficulty. That's not too hard. You could easily do normal difficulty. I think you could. You need to have more faith in yourself.
Do you know what it is?
You're better at games than you give yourself credit for.
Didn't sound very convincing there. Everyone always says I'm rubbish at games.
Well, you are, but that's because you're not as good at games as me. But that's because
it's. See, but it's not that I'm rubbish. It's that you've played video games your entire life.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah. Let's just say, right, to sort of end this sort of line of thought. If your Batman met my Batman, you would be crushed within a few seconds. Because my Batman is the kind of Batman, you know, in Batman Begins, where the guy's shooting the gun and he's going, "Where are you?" And he goes, "Here." And he's right behind him. That's the kind of Batman I am. Well, you're not George Clooney. I won't say that to you because you're not George Clooney. I would say you're Val Kilmer. There you go. Anyway, let's know some other series you'd like us to watch, some other trailers.
Don't think because you've only got one arm it won't hurt you.
I'm not the only one with one arm at the minute. After your tumble this morning. Let us know some other trailers you'd like us to see. So we've now Mass Effect, Skyrim, Arkham. There's a lot of games that you could play. But I feel like we should start off you on Telltale games. I think you would...
We start off easy. Like a Lego game.
No. Yeah, let us know something you would like to see Katie play. And if you really want to see me and my gaming glory, I suppose, try and think of a game that's super hard.
Please, for the love of God, someone find a game that's really, really hard and do a really, really hard achievement that's impossible. Because just to floor that ego.
Believe it or not, because that's what I've been doing recently, is trying to get trophies. And there's trophies where they're like 0.1% of the game buyers have got them. And they're the ones I'm trying to get. But you know what games those are in? Those are in games like I Am Bread. They're not in games like this.
I Am Bread?
Yep.
Where you are bread?
Where you are a slice of bread.
And you're trying to get no toaster?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yep. Tell us all that stuff. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell, be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
Do you really not see the I in that A?
I could see the line. I could see the black line.
No, because look, right, so there's the line.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the circle.
Do you mean the Illuminati triangle thing?
And then there's the white bit, yes. There's that. And it's the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like the eyeball, not the letter I.
Yeah, I know.
But that's an eyeball?
It's not.
I've just showed you where it is.
Yeah, I know you've shown me where it is. But it's not there. Would you be careful? You've already destroyed one monitor.
Get your finger away. So, demonstration. There's the line. There's that one. Yeah. There's the circle. And there's like a slightly
Katie.
lighter
Katie.
grey bit.
You don't want to do this. Just put the scissors down.
No, but yeah,
I know what you're
pointing.
I know. I can see what you're pointing. I know what you mean, and I know what your mind thinks that you're saying, but it's not what you think it is.
From every angle, even from
there's no Easter egg there.
Even from your
there's
angle,
no need to put the scissors down.
I can see the eye.
Just put the scissors down, or I'll have to get the taser. I got nervous. Thank you for watching.